A new narrow gauge line had recently been made, and this one also led to Maryville Speedway, but they decided to add another line, since that line only led it to the track. And mostly on Saturday nights, Philip and the Hosmer Express driver would take passengers to Maryville Speedway. Well, actually, it would be at evening, and take them to the nearest station near Maryville Speedway. And sometimes the narrow gauge engines would help. And they knew Brady and Bobby Swift would be heading there soon to do some practice for the highway race. Since there's no practice on the highway, and there only would be qualifying for it, which would be the heat races. And sometimes Toby and Nia would get the coaches ready for the next train. So that they can make sure that all the trains heading to Maryville Speedway on Saturday night would run on time. Well, actually, the nearest station to Maryville Speedway. One day, Cruz Ramirez was talking to Dusty and Duncan. So you'll be the crew chief for me, right, Duncan? Yep, I will, Cruz. And you'll be the spotter for me, right, Dusty? Yep, I will, Cruz. So, Cruz, what track are you going to be practicing at for the highway race? Well, Mr. McQueen is using the simulator at the Rusty's Racing Center. So, I don't know what track I'm going to be using to practice for the highway race. I think I'll go ask Brady and Bobby Swift if they knew a good track. Alright. Soon, Cruz Ramirez arrived at Brady and Bobby Swift's shed, and she saw that Annie and Clarabelle and Max were not there with them. Hello, you two. I see that you're the only ones here at the shed, and I was wondering, what track should I use for the highway race? You mean track to practice at before the highway race? Oh, right. Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, you two, what track should I use to practice for the highway race? Well, me and Bobby Swift are going to be heading to Maryville Speedway to practice there for the highway race. You want to come with us? Alright, I guess I'll be heading to Maryville Speedway to practice with you two. I gotta go tell Duncan and Dusty if they had not left the shed yet. Well, it's still early, so I think you have time to tell them where you're going to be practicing at for the highway race. Right. Well, see you guys later. It didn't take long for Cruz Ramirez to get back to the shed. Well, guys, I figured out what track I'm going to be practicing at for the highway race. It's going to be at Maryville Speedway with Brady 5 and Bobby Swift. Alright, that's cool. What time are you going to be heading there? I think around 7 o'clock, so that we can set up. Right. Got it. A few hours later, they arrived at Maryville Speedway. Alright, here we are at Maryville Speedway. Bobby Swift, you tell my pity where to put the stuff, and Cruz, we're going to take a tour around the track. Alright, let's go. Alright, Cruz, here's the track. Wow, it's a dirt track. I think this is a good track for us to practice at for the highway race. I know, right? Well, yeah, so let's take a quick lap around it. Alright. So Brady 5 and Cruz Ramirez took a lap around Maryville Speedway. So, how many days will we be practicing here? Well, it should be about 2. Alright, 2 days of practice. Right. I can be good in 2 days. Right. Later that night, the three friends were watching TV. All right, Cruz, tonight's show, they're going to be talking about the top 5 crashes of the highway race. Yeah, and I think I know what crash will be number 1. What crash, Bobby? You'll see, Cruz. You'll see. Well, okay. Welcome back to Chick's Picks with Chick Hicks. I'm your former and forever Piston Cup champion, Chick Hicks. So, as we got the highway race in a few days, and we expect Jackson Storm is going to wreck again. He crashed last time we were in the highway race, and the last 2 times. Here's the reason one. So, as he made the next turn, he got loose and flipped upside down. And we expect the reigning champion, Brady at 5, to get 3 in a row of winning the highway race this year. And tonight, we're going to take a look at the top 5 crashes of the highway race with Miss Natalie Certain. Thanks, Chick. So, it's possibly going to be a wild weekend for the racers, so we probably got some big ones from the highway race. So let's check them out. Trouble on the final turn, stage number 2. Noah Gregson and Daniel Suarez go around, and Nick Schiff crashes into it, and so do others. Whoa, we got a spin. I believe rain has started to come, poured down hard. Trouble, Aaron Clark gets turned. He'll nail another car. Oh my goodness, Kevin Harvick almost goes upside down, and he does go on his roof. Kyle Busch blows an engine. A lot of cars are spinning. Oh my goodness, and they're crashing. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh, bunch of cars are upside down. Whoa, Jackson Storm blows an engine. He goes high up in the air. Oh my goodness, right inside lane hits him, and Brady 5 and others avoid the crash. Oh my goodness, a huge one. A bunch of cars end over end, side over side. Oh my goodness. And all those crashes were sponsored by the Motor Racing Network. Yep, they sure were. And when we come back, we'll show you Radioactive from the Chicago street course. And Cruz Ramirez, if you're watching this, you better be careful since you're making your first start in the highway race. Wow, he's right. I do need to be careful. The next day, it was the first day of practicing for the highway race. Alright guys, so I think we're going to be practicing on the track all day. The only breaks will be to get gas and tires. Well, I mostly know about that, Brady 5. Yeah, it's mostly me I need to know about that, since we're going to be practicing on the track all day. Oh yeah, right. Oh, and look out for that tractor around here. I think that's the only tractor around here. Yeah, and I don't see other tractors around here. And I believe that was a tractor we were using to make Chase Allett so that she can train for her rescue in Tokyo a couple of years ago. Well, that was mostly 2. Yeah, we met the PJ Masses around 2021, Bobby. And I met them around 2022. And we've been good friends with them ever since. Well, come on. Let's start some practice now. Alright, let's do this. I'm excited. Mostly me. So they lined up to start practice for the highway race. Brady 5 was starting first, Bobby Swift was starting second, and Cruz Ramirez was starting third. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be practicing on the track all day. Got it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! So the race started. 35 was in the lead. But then Bobby Swift and Cruz Ramirez made contact. You alright there, Bobby? Yeah, I'm fine. I think my engine doesn't like the dust and dirt. Alright, I think I'm good now. Wow, me and Cruz were just about to put you all out down. but you said we're practicing. Yeah, I know I said that. Whoa. Okay, maybe this just turned into a practice race. Yep, by the look of it. So now that it turned into a practice race, Bobby Swift was the race leader. Oh, whoa, ow. Oh. Sorry, Brady, didn't mean to. That's fine, my P brought tools just in case we crash. Okay then. So Brady 5 possibly just did a slow rollover in turn 2, and he would get repaired the day before they left. Soon, it was time for them to be refueled and put new tires on. So Brady 5 was the race leader, so he got off first, and Cruz Ramirez was second, and Bobby Swift was running third. And after they got new tires on and refueled, the practice race went on. And a few hours later, the practice race ended, and Brady 5 won the first practice race. And tomorrow, the second practice race will begin. And now they're heading back to the shed. And when they got inside the shed, Bobby Swift already went to sleep. But Cruz Ramirez wanted to ask Brady 5 a question real quick before they went to sleep. So Brady 5, I was wondering, why isn't Chase Racing with us? Well, Cruz, he should be practicing at Atlanta Motor Speedway with Chase Elliott and Austin Hill. Oh, I see. The next day, it was day 2 of practicing for the highway race, and it was raining. Whoa! Oh. You alright, Bobby? Yeah, I'm alright. I think the mud made me flip. Yeah, it must have been raining so hard this morning before we practiced on here. Yeah, we'll possibly get a couple of flips since we're practicing in the rain and a muddy track. Yeah, that depends on how hard it rains. And the tires we're wearing are rain tires for the high race, so that we can have them on just in case it rains in a place that we're racing at, or Nashville City. Yep, it's Sand Lake Resort to Buffalo Airport, that's for sure. I think I might be getting stuck in the mud. Ugh, just got out. Oh, and me and Brady 5 just spun out. But we're gonna keep going. Yeah. I think with all the rain we are getting, we might get a lot of spin outs and flips today. Yeah, definitely. At time came, Cruz Ramirez won the final practice race. Oh, I am literally soaking wet after that. And muddy. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get a wash down before we leave tomorrow. And I looked on the Weather Channel this morning, and it should be sunny tomorrow. Alright, that'll be a perfect day to get cleaned up and ready for the highway race. Yeah, it sure will. Alright, let's get some sleep first before we do that. Yeah, that's what we were going to do anyway. The next day, after they were all cleaned up, they got ready to head to Sand Lake Resort so that they could be ready for qualifying tonight, which was the heat races. So qualifying, that should be the heat races, should take about, 6 hours to do. So it would start at, 4 o'clock and then end at 10 o'clock. Right. Then after that, I can figure out my starting position for tomorrow night. Well, we would figure that out first thing in the morning. Yeah, because, we would probably go to sleep after the heat races. Oh, okay. Well, come on, guys. Let's get into our haulers so that we can head to Sand Lake Resort. Alright, let's go. So Brady 5, Bobby Swift, and Cruz Ramirez are now on their way to Sand Lake Resort so they can be ready for the heat races tonight. And we will have them talking about the heat races after them, but that will probably be a future story.